The box lands. Chest tightens. The thing you wanted most already feels like proof. Proof you needed something else. It starts here. The receipt stings more than the unboxing felt good. You got what you wanted. So why does your stomach feel like that? You told yourself it was a reward, didn't you? But the silence after the purchase. That's not a reward. That's just identity and status wearing off. Breath shortens. When a novelty drops, you expected relief. Instead, that familiar, expensive kind of boredom. Same object, different mood. One side is the ad. The other is you. That gap between them, that's where the letdown lives. A CNBC survey, 58% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck. So more still feels thin. That's all. 19% spend more than they make. The Fed said that. And 37% couldn't cover a small emergency. Not with cash, not savings, not even paid off card. You're not in that 37%, right? Maybe you're not broken. Your brain just normalizes fast. Yesterday's upgrade, today's background noise. Before the feeling can even settle. That dopamine spike. Gone. Faster than shipping tracking. And now the new screen just feels like a mirror. Something you never named. Did you buy the phone? Or the version of yourself? The one you hoped would finally feel more complete? Every perfect post turns your life into a comparison trap. That upgrade you had suddenly feels smaller. Smaller than their highlight reel. And you're not sure why that stings. The hand keeps tapping. Why? The body wants a feeling that the purchase is already spent. But it's not. That mismatch, that's the real discomfort. Hedonic adaptation. Your mind just lowers the volume on novelty. So yesterday's miracle, now it's wallpaper, and you barely see it. The treadmill effect. Simple, cruel. You spend energy just to stay emotionally in place. And that finish line keeps moving. Pause here. If the object stopped feeling magical this fast, the problem may not be the product, but the promise it was carrying. New things, they lose their shine when you ask them to carry your mood, your confidence, your self-worth, all at once. Identity and status. That hidden tax. You're not chasing glass and metal, are you? No, you're chasing the feeling of being seen. The brain stops calling it special. Not because it failed, but because familiarity always arrives and takes the shine away. You didn't just buy a device, you bought a story about being better, and that story, it's louder than the object itself. Then it lands. Quiet. A click inside. Not heroic. The craving was never for the phone. Was it? No permission to feel enough. Hedonic adaptation loses its power. Maybe not just first-day objects. First-time experiences instead. Something about novelty. It lasts longer when your life keeps changing shape around you. Or so you tell yourself. Put time between urge and action. Distance turns a status reflex into a decision. When you can actually recognize. Write down what it's really for. Before you buy. Most objects, they're trying to solve something else. Loneliness, fatigue, or just comparison. And you've done this before. 3 days later, track your mood. Identity pressure, status pressure. They fade. The object stops being your emotional manager. Another interrupt. The boxes, not evidence of failure. You'd think so. But no. Rotate context, not purchases. A different setting, same object. Feels fresh. Doesn't feed the treadmill. So that's how hedonic adaptation loses its grip. You stop demanding one purchase to carry your identity. And just let life do the lifting. If that even works. The relief. Quieter than the shopping high. Lasts longer, though. Built on clarity. Not on temporary novelty. You thought it would feel bigger. The phone just a tool again. That's the win. Your self-worth stopped renting space inside a product. If that felt uncomfortably accurate, maybe subscribe? Quiet money. The next video goes deeper. into the invisible habits, the ones that keep calm people, overspending. Hedonic adaptation? Only the start.